Ariana has just come out and said that she thinks that Billie Lee is living in her house with Tom. Not necessarily together. That's not what I'm implying, but just living there. All right. Well, I mean, that is what it is. Oh, la. Yeah, it's a set. I mean, when the producers punt to Lala and say you're gonna be the one to call Raquel, I mean, it just makes for great TV, doesn't it? Doesn't that just make for great TV? I mean, Lala's like ready to do the job. Let's do this. These people will do anything for the paycheck, and there's no shade to that because I'll do anything for the paycheck too. Tom Sandoval's really playing it different in real life. I mean, he is now doing interviews and talking as Raquel continues with her podcast. And Tom is just, he tried the like, let me be sorry, this and that. And now that the hate for Tom has lightened up, all of a sudden, girlfriend has found her voice. I mean, Tom Sandoval, he's entered his victim era. Tom Sandoval, the victim. You know what I mean? He is now being like, get over it, Ariana, move the fuck on. Like, he doesn't care anymore now. Oh, and by the way, I'm obsessed with Anne. I am obsessed with his assistant, Anne, who we know in the real world no longer works for him, which was that producer like involved? I mean, listen, if you have two people that are never going to speak and you're the producers, you're like, wait a second, let's pay this one, hire this one as an assistant, and have them be the go-between. It's kind of brilliant, right? So I don't even know if that feels so authentic to me. I mean, this is where my mind goes. I think producers cast and interviewed actors and found Anne, and Anne was hired to play the role of the assistant. All of a sudden, Tom and Ariana are speaking and communicating, and it's through someone else, but we are relaying messages between Tom and Ariana, right? So, mission accomplished. The thing they said they would never do, producers have got them to do by hiring Anne. I don't think Tom just went out and hired Anne on his own. Now, Tom is so full of himself that, thinking you need an assistant when you are playing these gigs and there is no tour. I mean, the tour is over. No shade. I saw it. It was great. But just Anne feels like a producer plant to me of like, let's hire an assistant. But I do love her. I'm obsessed with her. And I can tell you, Tom is on this interview victims tour of like, I don't give a fuck. And he's saying, get over me, Ariana. She keeps talking about me. She's obsessed. He says he offered to give her, half the money of the house and buy her out. But, you know, if the house appreciated in value, dude, if you buy a house for $1 million and you're offering her 500,000 and it's now worth 3 million, sounds like a good deal for you, Tom. So that ain't happening. Selling the house, splitting the profits, that she's asked the court to step in. That's going to be interesting. This whole living situation, man. I mean, I am crazy anal with my houses. I'm very laid back in the real world, but I like can eat off my floor. I just like a really well run house. It's not that just Tom's room. Tom's room is a disgusting pigsty. Ariana's bathroom, and the shit is everywhere. I don't know. I'm like crazy. I like to have everything put away. Some would say OCD. I just say keeping it neat. Tom also has done an interview explaining why he decided to block Summer Moon. Don't come for my little Summer Moon. Apparently, Sheena did reach out after Tom's friend died and asked how he was doing. And she sent that heartfelt text, but apparently Tom heard Sheena talking about him 24/7 on Shenanigans. Shout out to Sheena's podcast, which I've never listened to. The day I go on it in that episode, that's the one I'll listen to. But so I guess on there, she's got his gardener's nephew. So Tom's gardener's nephew as like a narcissist expert and is on Shenanigans and saying, look at his sleeping patterns and this is how narcissists sleep. I mean, people have way too much time on their hands, just FYI. But I mean, should I like go try to track down like Tom's tour manager's sister's brother who once had a drink with him? I don't know. This all sounds really weird to me. You know what I mean? But regardless, a payball, regardless, she was saying some bad stuff about Tom. And Tom was just like, you fucking hypocrite. You talk shit about me and now you're reaching out to me. He has a point. And according to him, when he blocked Sheena or when he blocks someone, which he hardly ever does, he blocks everyone else associated with them. And in this case, it was Summer Moon. I don't know, girlfriend. That's like a stretch, but he doesn't think he still has Sheena or Summer Moon or shenanigans blocked. I don't know what to say. Raquel's podcast, this one keeps talking too. Again, if you want nothing, I mean, I guess I understand it. You're protected in your podcast. I mean, I love this random voice off camera that asks her these questions. So somebody is producing this and is asking her the questions. And I mean, it's not a bad setup, right? Sorry, Bethany. Oh, Bethany has slammed LVP. She is disgusted. Disgusted. LVP said, I don't know why she didn't come to me and why she did Bethany's podcast first. And Bethany is just like, here we go again. And she just basically put LVP in her place. Like, which mind you, Bethany loves this because now we're talking about her interview with Raquel, which can get her some more clicks. But she claps back at LVP saying, stay in your own fucking lane, bitch. Of course, she did my podcast. Too fucking bad if you don't like it. I'm just pulling up the actual text here so you guys actually don't need to actually even deal with this. She said, Cry Me a River. Where was she going to share her story? At Pump over some rosé that she's recovered from in trauma? I don't think so, Bethany says. She said, people are still bitter that Raquel came over to my podcast, which she's thrilled about still. Like, I'm thrilled. iHeart's thrilled. Raquel is thrilled. Lisa Vanderpump, not thrilled. We're take it. We're good. There you go. Now, she also said she has no ill willings towards Miss Vanderpump. And I like Lisa. Lisa's great. Enjoy your success. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your bar. Enjoy your shows. Enjoy Bravo. All good. But like, we're all okay that you're disappointed. We're fine with it because we are appointed and thrilled. Man, this Bethany just. God. I mean, Lisa just basically said she wishes that Raquel came to her instead of sitting in the safety of somebody else's podcast. Had she come to me, I think I would have been good to her because it's one thing. It's one thing just saying this out there, just saying that out there, and some of it wasn't true. Like I was paying her like an intern. I know exactly how much money she made. It was six figures. It was good. Leviss claims she hadn't seen a penny, blah, blah, blah. Sandoval was rewarded. Okay, the other stuff we already know. But